Adam said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked. That means Adam had a unique type of nakedness. Stay with me. Are you with me? Yeah. His nakedness was unique. If I'm in the bathroom taking my bath and somebody opens the door mistakenly, I will try to cover myself because I am naked. I will be ashamed for someone to see me. So nakedness which makes ashamed is the one I know.
Welcome to Remnant Tribe, a community of believers passionate about the undiluted Word of God. Here you'll be strengthened in faith, awakened in the Spirit, and equipped to live as God's chosen people in these last days.
Any man that decides to adopt the wisdom of the devil as his operating wisdom, such a person will believe that those that are born again, that are seeking God, are lost, that he is the one that is the bubbling guy. That's what enlightenment does. Enlightenment is the manifestation of the seed of deceit that Satan has sown when he makes available to people preferences that are isolated from the ideals of the Word of God. Someone that is enlightened is naked and vulnerable, but he does not know. Instead of them to seek reconciliation to God as a means of curing the situation of their nakedness, they went further on the path of departure, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons to cover their nakedness. That is what we call religion. Religion is a physical effort, a human effort of approximation to an ideal situation that only God can fix. Every human effort towards achieving redemption is religion. Religion is man's effort to be made right with God. Salvation or Christianity is God's effort to seek out humankind that is lost. And the fallen man has the ability for religion. It's an additional effort to keep men in utter obscurity, to give them a false sense of security in the face of nakedness. The cure for nakedness is not religion, it's not any human initiative or human attempt. The cure for nakedness is to run to God so that God, through his salvation, can clothe us with the garment of righteousness. When I was not in full-time ministry, I was very much a minister of the gospel, even though I still kept a job. I don't know, it's a sensitive story. You say you want to hear it? Yeah. So in our office, we come for operations meetings every Monday because we are field staff. Most often we work offshore, but every Monday we come for operations meetings. So you get to see people that you have not seen for 1 month. You see them in the operations meeting. So that's how we connect, and we know who wants to get married. We know who. So every Monday. Among the Christians in our Lagos office, I was notable as a preacher of Jesus Christ. And there was also an imam in that arrangement. I think you understand what I'm talking about. So the imam came to me and said, I hear God speaks to you. I said, yes, he does. But I cannot make him speak to me. I don't have a switch that I switch on so that God will speak to me. He speaks to me when he wants to speak to me, because he is king and I need to wait on him in order to receive his counsel. So he now said, okay, when next you pray that he should speak to you about me. So I said, that I can do. I went home that day and I went on my knees that day and began to pray, and God began to speak to me about him. I wanted to show you the aprons that men have made to cover their nakedness. Some of the aprons are well fitted. Some of the aprons can actually do the job of covering nakedness. But unfortunately, The aprons were made of leaves and it will ultimately dry up. So it is insufficient for the assignment to which it is deployed to accomplish. The next Monday, we came for operations meeting. And before I could enter into the office, this man called me to the side. Meanwhile, why did he come to me? He came to me because a certain colleague who is not of our faith wanted to get married. And he brought the lady for me to check if she had a demon spirit upon her. The reason why he even brought the lady was because in that office, I have told people things that will happen to them that came to pass. So I have that reputation in the office. And that is why. So he was confused why his members will come to me to help check and they don't come to him. So he wanted to check if what I claim I'm hearing is really from God. I should go to God and ask him to reveal something about him. Are you following? Christianity is not a religion. It's a privilege it's a manifestation of God's generosity. To be intimate with people that will accept the salvation that is offering. It's unfortunate I will not have time to show you the realm of glory. And what you are capable of as a Christian, someone that has received Jesus into his life. There are things that you are capable of. I called him, my colleague, I told him, God showed me that even though you are married, you want to marry another wife. The lady is 19 years old from Bauchi State. She's fair in complexion and her father is a politician. He moved me again. He moved me inside. Inside. We were almost in the store to continue the discussion. I will not tell you how the discussion ended, but the apron, the limitation of the apron was revealed instantly because we had a discussion on matters that I humanly did not have any ability to know. Please help me preach to your neighbor. Religion will not do. Verse 8. And they heard the voice of the Lord walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of God. My effort this evening is to analyze the two questions that God asked Adam after the delicacy that he consumed. The first question is, where art thou? If the Lord gives me grace, I want to attempt to explain the meaning of that question, because we know that God is omniscient, God is omnipresent, God is omnipotent. There is a way as a human being you might analyze this question which will be in error. The person that is asking the question is omniscient. He knows everything. The person that is asking the question is omnipresent. He is everywhere at the same time. Now, so the question is, what is the meaning of this question from God's perspective? Adam, where art thou? And in verse 10, and he said, no, verse 10, and he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. Now, I would like to draw your attention to something, and it may seem that there is somebody in this hall that God is asking, where art thou about? Adam said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked. That means Adam had a unique type of nakedness. Stay with me. Are you with me? His nakedness was unique. If I'm in the bathroom taking my bath and somebody opens the door mistakenly, I will try to cover myself because I am naked. I will be ashamed for someone to see me. So nakedness which makes ashamed is the one I know. But the nakedness that this man is speaking about is nakedness that makes afraid. So I was supposed to explain this nakedness to you. It is this nakedness that makes afraid, with all of its attendant dimensions of vulnerability. This is the kind of nakedness that Satan wants you to wear. It's different from the nakedness you know. This is a deeper type. If I have time, I will attempt to explain it. A nakedness that it will take too much time, so I will not explain it. A nakedness that makes afraid was the situation of Adam after he ate of the tree that God said he should not eat.
Thank you for being part of Remnant Tribe today. If this message blessed you, kindly subscribe and share so that more remnants across the nations can be ignited with God's fire. Until next time, remain a burning witness for Chris.